Right. Good morning, everyone. What we were discussing last class? Yeah, polymorphism and types of polymorphism completed, right? So what is the polymorphism? Providing multiple implementations to the same operation. How many ways we can provide multiple implementations? Two ways. One is in superclass and subclass. It is called overriding. In same class with different parameters, this is called what? Overloading. Overriding, defining or redefining? Redefining. Overloading, defining. Okay, not defining, multiple methods. Okay, next, which method will provide a runtime polymorphism? What is the meaning of runtime polymorphism? Search method in superclass, execute from first subclass or second subclass or third subclass dynamically at runtime. That is called what? What do you call a runtime polymorphism? Tell me, which method provide runtime polymorphism? Number one, will static method provide compile time polymorphism or runtime polymorphism? Come on, think what is runtime polymorphism? Search method in superclass, execute from subclass. Is a static method can execute from subclass? No, it is always execute from referenced variable class. Don't say superclass, don't say subclass, you must say referenced variable class. Always static method executed from referenced variable class. Can it execute depending on type of the object? No. So static method always exhibit what polymorphism? Compile time polymorphism. What is the meaning of compile time polymorphism? When we call method, the method to which class it is bind at compilation time, at runtime also the same method is executed, then we call it as what? Compile time polymorphism. Compilation time, the compiler bind method to which parameter method? If JVM also execute the method from the same referenced variable class, then we call it as what? Compile time polymorphism. I called a method with e1.m1. Compiler searching for no parameter m1 method in e1 class. Found method as static, then executed from e1 class. Okay. If a method is a non-static, it is executed from e1 class or e1 pointing object class. E1 pointing object class. That means at runtime, non-static method further decisions are taking to execute. Na? That's why which method comes under runtime polymorphism? Non-static method. Non-static, every method will provide non-static, every method will provide runtime polymorphism? No. Non-static overridden method provides what? Runtime polymorphism. Third method, overloaded method. Tell me, overloaded method provide a runtime polymorphism or compile time polymorphism? Overloaded method. What is the meaning of overloaded? Same parameter or different parameter? Tell me now. I am calling e1.m1 of 5. For which method you are searching in e1 class? Int parameter. Searching for int parameter method in e1 class. Now in the subclass, will you execute int parameter method or float parameter method? Int parameter method. If not available, float parameter available, that is overriding or overloading. Then will it execute float parameter? Going back to the superclass, execute int parameter. Not understood. Again, I'm repeating, no problem. Example class has m1 of int. Sample has m1 of float. That is overloading or overriding? Overloading. Which method you are calling from? Main method? Int parameter. Searching for int parameter method in which class? e1 dot m1 of search for which method in example class. In example class, int parameter method available? Yes. If available as static executed from same class. If available as a non-static, search for the method in subclass. Which method? M1 of int. In subclass available is m1 of float. Then will you execute from subclass or go back to superclass? You will go back to superclass, execute m1 of int superclass. Na? Then it is compile time polymorphism or runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism. Which method is bind by compiler? Same method is executing by JVM. Na? Compiler bind int parameter m1 method in which class? Example. JVM also executing from which class? Example. Then what is this polymorphism? Compile time polymorphism. Tell me, Overloaded method comes under dash polymorphism, compile time polymorphism. Next, fourth point, final method comes under CP na RP na? Final method. Final method, can you override? Final means allowed to override or not allowed? Not allowed. That means how many forms this method has? One form. Where? In super class. Calling with a super class reference, found in super class, executing from super class. Then what is this? Compile time polymorphism only. Okay. Final method also comes under compile time polymorphism. Fifth one. What the fifth one? Private method. Private method. Tell me. Private method comes under CP na RP na? Private. Can you override private method? No. So it is also comes under what? Compile time polymorphism. Which method comes under runtime polymorphism? Only non-static overridden method comes under runtime polymorphism. Final conclusion. Non-private, non-final, non-static overridden method comes under runtime polymorphism. Non-private, non-final, non-static overridden method comes under runtime polymorphism. Everyone understand? Final conclusion. What type of projects there in the market? You want to develop a business application. What type of project we should develop? Tightly coupled compile time polymorphic project, loosely coupled runtime polymorphic project. What is the meaning of loosely coupled? My program should accept any of the subclass object in a single referenced variable is called what? Loose coupled. Second, when you call method by using superclass reference, this method should execute from one subclass to another subclass, automatically should change. Then we call it as what? Runtime polymorphic project. If you created a user class, totally how many classes available? 3. Superclass, subclasses, user class. Vehicle, bus, car, bike, driver. Driver should drive only bus. Will he have job? No. Only car, only bus, bike, any of the vehicle. Then driver should be what type of object? Tightly coupled or loosely coupled? Loosely coupled. Driver should be loosely coupled. Number 1. Number 2. Driver should now when he start, click on the start. Now which vehicle should start? Whichever vehicle coming into his hand, only particular vehicle. Understand my English? When I click on start button, whichever vehicle coming into his hand, that should start. Or particular, any start button you click, particular vehicle only should start. That is called static binding, compile time polymorphism or runtime polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism. Whichever the vehicle coming into his hand, he is pressing the start button, that vehicle should start. That is called what? Runtime polymorphism. At runtime, which object coming into his hand, that object you start. That is called what? Runtime polymorphism. Everyone understand? Now tell me, ATM you take. ATM is super class, subclass, user class. ఏదో ఆలోచించి చెప్పాలి. 3 చెప్పా. ATM is a super class, subclass or user class. Confidently say user class. Right or wrong? Don't confirm answer from me. You should tell confidently. ATM card, super class, subclass, user class. User class. It is using dash. ATM card ఏమి యూజ్ చేస్తుంది? What will it use to perform withdraw deposit operation? Bank account. ఒరే ఏటీఎం నుంచి మనీ ఒక ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ చేయాలంటే మీరు ఏమి యూజ్ చేస్తారా? What will you use to perform any transaction on ATM machine? మరి why you are thinking? Where your brain? Why you are waiting me to tell? ATM card will use a dash. ATM uses dash. ATM card to perform dash and dash. withdrawn, deposit and any other operation, right? Here who is the user? ATM. Who is the business object? ATM card. ATM card is superclass or subclass? ATM card is superclass or subclass? Subclass. Superclass. Subclass. ATM card is superclass or subclass? Do you have ATM card? No? Your father has ATM card? ATM card or bank ATM card? Which bank? ICICI bank card. Only ICICI bank card? Maharashtra bank. Only Maharashtra bank? Your father is having these many bank cards. Then why keep on changing answer? Understand my question? ATM card, SBI bank ATM card are both same? No. ATM card, SBI bank card, HDFC bank card are all same? No. Tell me what is what? Who is super class here? Bank is super class. రే నేను పైకి తీసుకెళ్ళి తోసేయాలరా. I should bring you to the 5th floor and throw from there to you. Why are you bringing bank suddenly into the picture? Who is the super class? ATM card. Who is the subclass? Bank card. Who is the subclass? The cards given by the banks. ICICI bank card. Right? HDFC bank card, SBI bank card, Kotak bank card are subclasses. Right? Now, ATM is user class or super class or subclass? User class. ATM is user class. Now tell me. User class accepts object to perform operation. User class must call the method. User class must call the method. To call this method, we require reference. Now this referenced variable type must be super class type or subclass type? Come on. I gave two options. Tell your answer. Don't tell doubtfully super class, subclass. This is not the right time to show the doubtfulness. Should be confidently say, come on. Babu, Nana, Bujay. Tell me, Rabbi, you only, Babu. Red shirt backside. Red shirt backside. Ray, who is the shirt in front of you? Be in the classroom, Babu. In front of you, who is there? Hello? Hey, please ask him to wake up. Telugu? Ocha English? Hindi? But Telugu and moving head. Yesterday night I slept. No. I was yesterday sleeping. Today you are sleeping. Even though yesterday I was sleeping, I was talking, no? Did you notice yesterday? Literally I was crying like anything. I cannot cancel the class. I cannot take the class. Trisunga Sarganda. Okay, you cannot die. You cannot live. Please respond. Please have the shut button properly. You are not rowdy sheeter. Not here to threaten anybody. Come to fight. No. You are not a fighter. Ajab, what is the topic we are learning? Polymorphism. Hey, already notes also written. What I have written there? RP. RP. What is RP? Ram Prasad. Runtime polymorphism. Okay. You are a static polymorphic person or runtime polymorphic person? Who are you? Are you a runtime polymorphic person? Compile time polymorphic person? What is it, sir? Who knows, sir? Right? Okay, let's not waste time. Everyone, please participate. Who are you? Are you runtime or compile time? Really? What is the meaning of runtime? You come to the class with a brain, but not using. Who are you? You come to the class with body and brain. Now you present your body, make your brain absent. That side, this side seriously seeing. Then who are you? Runtime or compile time? Compile time. When you come into the class, with what brain you have? While leaving also, same empty brain you have. Extra, nothing is there. Then who are you? Compile time polymorphic. No changes. I give jokes, same static phase. I am scolding, same static phase. I am shouting, same static phase. I am crying, same static phase. Then what you are? Compile time polymorphic. Based on the given information, you are changing your face expressions. Doubt, understand? Now different face expressions you are playing. Then who are you? Runtime polymorphic. Given input, scolding, oh no, fear face. Given input, jokes, smiling face. Given input, confusion, oh confusion face. Can tell me, right? Eyebrows are coming near and looking at the screen seriously. Then who are you? Doubtful face. Then who are you? Runtime polymorphic. Based on the given input, you are changing your place of execution. Then we call it as what? Runtime polymorphic. Start from tomorrow till next Monday. Classes are only online. Start from tomorrow till next Monday. Not this Monday, next Monday. 11th August. Classes are online. Harikrishna physically will not be there. In the diagram will come. And the small bacha box will come. Tell me. Happier, sadder? But show your face at right? That is called runtime polymorphic face. But I don't have a chance. Okay, I have to go. I tried my level best. Actually, from 31st only, I have to take a complete online class. But again, I come back. I'm trying to manage 2-3 classes possible. Then Monday onwards, I must be there in my hometown to complete one task. Okay, there is a one compulsory doing task. I have to present. Okay, without my presence, that will not be completed. I have to do some signatures and all. Okay, so that's why you must support me to take classes online. No, sir, not possible for me to attend online. Okay, in my room, there is a lot of disturbance. Okay, come to the classroom with your laptop. Any one person, bring your laptop. Admin will connect the laptop, speakers, projector, everything. Happily sit in the class with the projector, you can watch. Understood? Admin also will open the door and sit here like a faculty. Are you listening or not listening? He will monitor. Or else I will ask him to turn the outside CC camera there. Turn inside and I will watch what are you doing. So it's up to you. If you can attend classes online from your room, you can attend. If you say not possible, there is a disturbance in your room, then please come to the classroom and sit here and listen. No problem. Both will be possible. Clear? Any objection? Objection overruled. Okay. Second, compulsory every day you must join the class. Understood? Compulsory you must join to the class every day. If I cannot take the class that day, admin will display message today no class. Okay. If I can take the class, I will be there to take the class. Is it clear? Because this 1 week, when possible, when not possible, not in my hand. Okay. It's all depending on the other person who is coming to take the signatures. Okay. So lot of things are depends this 1 week. So that's why I cannot confirm whether class is there, not there. Okay. But online, you join the class. If your admin say no class, you can leave. And try to practice all the method overloading, overriding, entry questions I'll upload. Sir, still you didn't upload. Because I didn't upload, this week I want to upload to practice. I know everything I planned, pre-planned. Okay. Next Monday, next Monday, 11th also. 11th, probably no class, no offline, no online, because I'm traveling back to Hyderabad. 11th August. Okay. Right. So 4th August means this Monday. 11th August, next Monday, no classes because I am traveling to home. coming back to Hyderabad. Clear? Tomorrow, I will try to take a class, either 9 or 10, depends. Okay, tomorrow I am preparing the things. So by 9 o'clock, I'll be free. I'll start take the class from 9. 9 to 10, between any time, I'll take the class. Okay, na? Tomorrow, no holiday. Offline or online? Online. Okay, na? Online class. Between 9 to 10, I will start the class. Okay. How much time possible for me take, I will take. If not possible, so tomorrow also, no class. I'll inform in the online, and link will be shared to you in the Google Classroom for offline students. Is it clear? Any confusion? Ray Babu, listen. Did you listen what I say? Okay, thank you. Because you are doing some personal works. When I am talking, please look at me. Huh? At least when I am giving notice. Subject wise, anyways, you don't listen, I know. Okay. Online students, did you listen? Okay, thank you. Thank you, super. Okay. Now, again, everyone, please listen. This point, if not come to your brain, you will face the problem lifelong in Java. Please listen. I have user class, super class, subclasses. Super class, SUPC, SBC, subclass 1, SBC2, SBC3, subclass 1, subclass 2, subclass 3. And this fellow, user class. User class is responsible to call the method. Whose method? Super class method or subclass method? I ask a question, respond fast. Don't take too much time. Oh, maybe I'm giving wrong answer. Let it be, no problem. I'll correct na. I'm there for correct your answers. Super class or subclass? Always must call the methods available only in super class, and those methods must be executed from, that is the flow. Search for the method in super class, execute from subclass is called what? Search for method in the super class, execute in the super class only. Okay, na? Here super class means super class are referenced variable class. Referenced variable RV. Search in the referenced variable class, also execute from referenced variable class. Then that is called what? Compile time polymorphism. Search in the referenced variable class, execute from the object class is called what? Runtime polymorphism. మాట్లాడాలి, చూస్తా ఉండద్దు ప్లీజ్ రా. I spoke so many insight. Today onwards, I'll start the class and say, then you will also say, interval say, ఎక్కడ దొరికారు? అరే భయం లేదురా నీకు? Don't you have fear of your interview? If I don't practice, if I don't speak, if I don't have the vocabulary in my brain, how can I speak in the interview room? How will I get the job? Don't you have that fear? If you don't have guts to speak to me, how can I speak to the new person in the interview room? Right or wrong, ఏదో మాట్లాడుతూనే ఉండాలి. నువ్వు తిడతావు సార్, you will scold me. Yeah, scolding also part of the course. Pakka will be there. Scoldings are part of the course. If you really understand my scoldings, you will really enjoy the scoldings also. Scoldings also part. If you take scoldings to heart, you will feel sad. If you take your brain, okay. Previous batch students, how are no? If one day if I don't scold, they will write a message, sir, today you didn't scold me, sir. They feel missing me when I'm not scolding. Really, some students literally come to the class for my scoldings only. And me generation, these generation students are very sensitive. As a joke wise scolding or seriously scolding also, you don't know. It's a joke or serious point also, you don't know. Again, advanced hour, some of you might be attending. When I am teaching, if I go out of the subject to connect this example to real life, this disconnecting the subject and coming to real life, they are seriously looking at me. And when I say, tell me, in this context, what is this Java concept? Where is the Java concept? What are you talking? This concept, this one example, come connect it. Java ne. Java is not Java. Java is a real life. In real life, what is there? Same thing is there in Java. Java is designed to implement real life. That's why every day I tell the same statement. Object-oriented programming meant for creating real-world objects in the programming world to perform real-world object operation in the programming world. Okay, every concept there in Java for real world. Once I start today topic, runtime polymorphism, immediately your mind should ask, tell me what the real-time example for it. After runtime polymorphism concept completed, immediately should ask, okay, 1 minute ruko, tell me this one in the real life, where I use this concept. Without knowing real-time concept, without connecting this example to real life, you cannot enjoy the subject. You will every day feel a lot of burden. Tell me, runtime polymorphism belongs to super class, subclass, user class. Malla wait chestnar. I gave 3 options. Tell me one answer. Runtime polymorphism belongs to. Wrong answer. User class. Runtime polymorphism belongs to user class. Polymorphism belongs to subclass. In a super class and subclass, we have polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism is available where in user class. The meaning is what? I call the method. Who is calling? User class. User class call the method, and if that method is executed from, okay, the super class method executed from subclass, depending on the object I pass as a argument to this user class, then that behavior of the method execution is called what? Runtime polymorphism. If you want to provide runtime polymorphism to the user class in a super class, what type of method I should create? Static method or non-static method? Non-static overloaded method or overriding method? That is what my conclusion. So tell me, if you want to achieve runtime polymorphic, loosely coupled runtime polymorphic user class development, compulsory all these objects must be connected to one common super class. If a super class is not there, can you provide loose coupling to the subclasses? No. Then can you achieve runtime polymorphism to the user class to subclass? No. Then what is the flow? I have one super class and I have multiple subclasses. One of these subclass object I pass as an argument to user class. Then user class must receive. the subclass and store in this variable, and the invoked method of super class must execute from one of the subclasses. Based on the implementation provided in the subclass, we should get the output. Then this entire project development is called what? Loosely coupled runtime polymorphic project. Now tell me, in order to achieve loosely coupled runtime polymorphic project in a super class, the method type must be what? Non-static. Which type of non-static? Non-private, non-final, non-static method, and it should be overridden in subclass. Should be overridden in subclass. Okay, na? Pakka? Everyone understand? Now I want to launch two projects now. Theory only, no programming, theory. The design, what I did, right or wrong? If it is a right, if it is a wrong, how to correct, all the points you should tell. Ready? Whatever you learned last 2 months, today class is the conclusion class. Ready? Sir, you said abstraction today, but again you are telling project. Yeah, abstraction is involved in this project. Okay, once you understand the project, then abstraction I can launch. Okay? Ready for watching? Watching or replying? My job is completed. Now onwards it is your job. Open your brain. Raining days are over. You can close the umbrella. But learning days are not completed. Now this is the right time. Actually, you should open your brain. Still you have ball in your court. Last 2 months you are not talking, only watching. No problem. By watching, at least what I am writing, you are understand. Oh, this is right, that is right, this is class, this is variable. But now it's the time you have to prepare for the second round, face-to-face technical round. You have to speak. At least now start speaking and store the data in the cells and take the data out of from those cells. Try. Okay. Now, two projects I will teach. Let's see. Point number 1. Today class is, if I don't develop inheritance, what is the problem? Okay, na? If I don't develop inheritance, what is the problem? First project. Second project, I develop inheritance, but I didn't develop polymorphism. What is the problem? Two projects. Okay. Let me show you. Projects are very simple projects only, not difficult. But if you don't involve, it's a difficult. What is the question? What if you don't develop inheritance in creating subtypes? I have student, faculty, admin. Did I develop any inheritance? No. What is a student? Student is a faculty is a admin is a person. All are person. But I didn't develop them as a person. If I want to call a student is a person, he must have some properties. Na? What are the properties? Eyes, ears, hands, legs, name, height, weight. And also should perform operation, eat, sleep, free time. If you have free time, I know you never have free time. Okay, in your free time when you are boring, learning something. Yes or no? Learning is the least priority. Okay. So now I am taking, these are the things: eyes, ears, hands, legs, name, height, weight, email, mobile address, eat, sleep, play, learn. These are the things about persona, student. These are the properties and behaviors of student or persona? Person. Okay. Then tell me, same properties and behaviors must be available to faculty, also to admin. If I say someone is a person, he must have these properties compulsory. In addition to these properties, to tell you are a student, student properties, behaviors also must be there. Na? What are they? Student number, course fee, marks, next, listen, reply, write, read, apply for exam, attend exam, all the operations. Then if it is a faculty, extra properties, employee number, employee name, department, teach, motivate, guide. Actually, motivate or scold. Motivate and scolding say, okay. Then next, admin number, block, salary, experience, check the ID, manage and report. By the evening, what happened? The report should be submitted. Now tell me, if you observe these three classes, There is a problem in design. There is no compile time, there is no runtime error. Design of the project problem is there. Can you identify what is that? Code redundancy. What is the meaning of code redundancy? Same number of variables and methods we have repeatedly written in every class. Code redundancy. Problem number 1 in this code is what? Code redundancy. Same number of variables and methods repeatedly we have placed. Problem number 1. Everyone understand? What the heading? Heading, heading. What is the problem if you don't develop inheritance? Problem number 2, subclasses. Tell me, once you create a class student, class faculty, class admin, these 3 objects belongs to one user class. Na? Just by creating student, faculty, admin is your job over? No. These 3 objects are used by one object. Who is that object? College. Where all these things are available? College. In college, where all these 3 objects are commonly available? College lo ekkada untaru ee mugguru? In college, okay. In college, classroom, you will be there, faculty will be there. But all these 3 people definitely will be there at one place. Who is that? Playground. Canteen ra, canteen. Canteen. Canteen will go, no? Yeah, canteen only for you, no? For us also. We will also human will eat, okay? Admin also will come. Now tell me, all we 3 people should go to canteen. Canteen for what purpose we are going? Eating. So canteen providing a method called what? Eat. Eat is nothing but a method and one room. To enter into that room, door must be there, na? The door is nothing but parameter in our method. Tell me, what is that parameter type? Why you are seeing my face? Look at there and tell me. Canteen method has a, canteen class has a method eat. Eat method should accept the student inside to allow. Should allow faculty. Also should allow admin. To accept these 3 objects, eat method must have parameter, na? What is the type of parameter? Where is the person, man? There is no person, no. What is the question? Problem if you don't develop inheritance in creating subtypes. First problem, code redundancy between or among subclasses. Among subclasses, we have one problem, code redundancy. Second problem, to the user class. What is the second problem? Is user class can I have good business? No. Problem number 1, eat method should accept student or faculty or admin. So what is the parameter type I have to have? Student. You should accept any of the 3 objects. Then the parameter should be what? Student. Tell me, if I take parameter student, faculty, admin allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Only student allowed. These 2 are not allowed. And next, tell me, then student there inside the canteen and eating, and we admin faculty there outside. From the window you are looking, we also come. Okay, then tell me, canteen people, okay, accepted faculty request. Then he changed the parameter student to faculty. Then who is allowed? Only faculty allowed. Student and admin are not allowed. Inside faculty eating chicken biryani, like piece we are showing, right? Then tell me, is it okay na? Not okay na? Not okay. Next, I'm taking admin. Only who is allowed? Admin allowed. Remaining 2 people are not allowed. So tell me, what is this problem is called? One referenced variable can accept only one type of objects, not accepting other type of similar type object. Another class or another similar type objects not accepted. Student, faculty, admin are not same, but similar or not? They are comes under same good category, same group, similar object. Similar objects accepted or not accepted? Not accepted. Single referenced variable accept only same class object, not accepting similar type object. Then what that problem is called? Tight coupling. What that problem is called? Tight coupling. Next, now I am calling eat method by using student. Then eat method always executed from student. I am calling eat method by using faculty. Always eat method executed from faculty. I'm calling each method by using admin. Always the method is executed from admin class. Then what this problem is called? Just now completed, man. Huh? Tight coupling is reference variable to object receiving. Over. Method call always executed from same class. What is that? Just now I completed today. What is that? Compile time polymorphism. Method call. When you call a method, search in the reference variable class. Also always executing from reference variable class is called what? Compile time polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism is also called static binding. What do you call? Binding means connecting. To whom you are connecting? Same class always. That is called what? Static. Tell me, statue is a static. Person is a non-static. Dynamic. Person is a dynamic. Okay, non-static means dynamic. Static means one copy memory, always executed from same class. Okay, dynamic means what? Non-static. Okay. Dynamic is nothing but non-static. Now presently we are connected to one class. At runtime we can change from one class to another class. Tell me now, what are the problems if I don't develop inheritance? Problem number one, code redundancy. Problem number two, cannot receive all types of object. That is called tight coupling. Cannot execute the invoked method from different classes dynamically at runtime. We call static binding. So what are the problems we face if I don't develop inheritance? Three problems. What are they? Code redundancy to the subclass, tight coupling and static binding to the user class. Okay? Ardhamainda? Did you understand this point? At least tell with the mouth yes, don't say head. Can you say yes or no? If you don't listen your voice, you will not get the confidence. Why some people doesn't have stage fear? Why some people has a stage fear? ఎందుకు స్టేజ్ ఫియర్? కొంతమంది స్టేజ్ ఫియర్ ఉండదు. ఎందుకు? It's not confidence problem. It is a problem of నీ వాయిస్ కి నీ ఇయర్ కి కనెక్షన్ లేదు. Your voice and ear doesn't have connection. That's why you don't have confidence. When you listen your voice, okay, then you will have always confidence. Why I have confidence in Java? Why I don't have confidence in general subject? Because my ear never listen general subject from my mouth. That's why brain doesn't have confidence. Brain will work not by hand, only by your ears. What it is hearing, what it is listening, that will do, right? When I generally, when I go outside of this classroom, I am complete silent person like you. I don't talk general things. Okay? Politics I don't talk. General things I don't work. If somebody come and ask me anything, suggestion related, anything, I'll say silent. But you ask me stock market, something I will talk. You ask me something, house construction, vastu, something I will talk. Why? Because daily I am speaking on these words, my ear listening those words, so I have confidence. Java, you ask me, I will talk. Stock market, vastu, okay, some love related things or family related things. The generalized things other than this. If you ask me something about car driving, bike driving, I can explain. Suddenly you bring something and ask me to talk. Sorry, I cannot. Because generalized talks, general knowledge talks, I never speak. That's why my ear doesn't know. So my brain doesn't have confidence to speak out. And I'm not required to talk because that's not my business. I'm not the public speaker. Are you catching? I'm only Java speaker. So being a Java speaker, my ear know Java words. In future, you want public speaker, silent speaker, silent killer. But you want to become Java speaker, Java developer. So you should speak. At least if you are not catching the vocabulary, main words I am talking here, then in future you face so many difficulties. You have to speak out. Have a fear of interview room. Realize, visualize. You sit in front of the three unknown people, One person, second person, they are firing the questions like Bahubali 3 arrows. Bahubali movie, everyone watch, you know? So Kalakeya or some other people are attacking. Hero is helping Anushka 3 arrows, teaching their life. Remember? So 3 people are sending the arrows to you questions. By the time you finish answer of this question, next question will come. So you should confidently speak in Java means you should speak in the classroom. Initially, I was waiting until you give answer. But now, question before completing only, I am expecting answer from you. That much fast response I am expecting from you. But what are you doing? Keep on listening. Look at the screen. After half an hour, looking at me and telling, I don't know. It's not like that. Chaka, 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 take my words. When, if you also speaking with you yourself, then words will understand, answer will come. Guessing will work. Okay, na? Tell me, if I don't develop inheritance, how many problems are there? Right. Don't do diagram, only problems. Diagrams I will upload. Later you can write in your free time. Next coming classes, when I give holidays, no class today, I say, write these notes in the book. Okay, na? As of now, write a heading. If you don't develop inheritance, if you don't develop inheritance, we will face 3 problems. We will face 3 problems. Like coupling at static binding to home, user. Write the dabbas. उधर देखो डब्बा डब्बा डालो and tell me inheritance is giving benefit to subclasses or user class. Major problem, whose problem majorly solving? User class. So all OOP concepts, inheritance, encapsulation, every concept is there in object-oriented programming for developing user class with a best design. Everything is for user class only. You should understand that. Then tell me now, how can we solve these 3 problems? What should I do to solve these 3 problems? Tell me. We must develop inheritance. Simple. We must develop inheritance. Inheritance means common superclass. If I develop user class, if I develop inheritance means we are developing what? Superclass. When I develop superclass, tell me, I am creating a class called person. What are the repeated variables available? All these repeated variables and methods we will push to up into the superclass. Okay, na? How many times we declare the variables? 1 time. How many times we define the methods? 1 time. In future, I want to add some more properties common to all subclasses. For example, in the beginning days, before 5 years, 6 years, do you have Aadhar? No. Right? Aadhar there before 10 years? No. Right? When BJP government was not there, before Aadhar concept was not there. Right? So tell me, when Aadhar is added, now are you adding Aadhar in every student, faculty, admin classes? No, it belongs to person. Where are you adding? Common to all subclasses, superclass. Whatever the change you are doing in superclass, is that change only affect to superclass or all its subclasses are? Because subclass starting point is its starting point or superclass starting point? Superclass starting point. Any change you do in superclass affecting to all subclasses. Point number one. Then tell me, creating variables one time and modifying one time, and those effect is coming to all subclasses, then this is called code redundancy or code reusability. So tell me, code redundancy opposite word is code reusability. Advantage number one, if we develop inheritance, what is the first advantage? Code reusability to subclasses. Tell me, for code reusability purpose, are you developing the inheritance? No, we are developing inheritance for extending. Okay, for student, faculty, admin, you are not creating person. That is the wrong way people are introducing inheritance. Person already available. Person already available. Now I want to extend the person behavior as what? Student. This is the wrong way people are introducing. They're first creating student, faculty, admin are there. Then now all these three objects are what type? Person. So first we create person, create all variables are there, so that we'll get code redundancy. Inheritance is meant for code redundancy. Code reusability. Inheritance is meant for what? Code reusability. Is it right approach learning or wrong approach? Wrong approach. Asal person like student ekkadi nunchi vachadu? Without person, from where student coming? So always you should understand inheritance. Superclass already available. I want extra features to the superclass object as a student, as a faculty, as admin. Then the fields which are already available in superclass, I no need to recreate them again in the subclass because they are inherited to the subclass. Inheritance, one of the advantages is what? Code reusability. For code reusability purpose, we don't develop inheritance. Only for extending purpose, we are developing inheritance. What is the proof, sir? The keyword itself is the proof. What the keyword you are using to develop inheritance? Extends. If it is a reusability purpose, the keyword would be reuse. That's a simple proof for you. Okay, clear? Finally, tell me, if I develop inheritance, what is the advantage? Code reusability. Common variables and methods we will develop in superclass. They are automatically inherited to subclass. Then second advantage, where user class. Come to the user class. In a user class, I created student, accepts only student, faculty, only faculty, admin, only admin. What is the common type to the student, faculty, admin? Person. If I take parameter type person there, if I take common type person there, is the student allowed? Student is a, so person can be stored in such a, student can be stored in person. Faculty can be stored in person. Then this concept is called single referenced variable accepting any of the similar type objects. Then what this concept is called? Tight coupling. Tight coupling opposite loose coupling. One referenced variable, same type of objects, tight coupling. One referenced variable, similar type of objects accepting is called what? Loose coupling. Any of the three objects accepted. Then now further, I am calling this eat method by using which type parameter variable? P. Person dot eat. Then eat method executed from which class? Whichever the object available inside. Now if object is available, student object, faculty object, admin object. Student object executed from student class. Look at the screen. Faculty object executed from faculty. Admin object executed from admin class. How many times you call the method? 3 times. P dot eat line, how many times you have written? 1 time. Then how many times you call method? 1 time. This one time called method, changing its place of execution from one subclass to another subclass depending on the object you stored in the referenced variable P. In referenced variable P, student object execute from student class. Second time I stored faculty object executed from faculty class. Third time I stored admin object executed from admin class. This feature is called The called method executed from different subclasses is called, also called dynamic binding. This feature is called what? Dynamic binding. Dynamic binding. This feature is called dynamic binding. Okay? Dynamic binding. Dynamic binding, also called runtime polymorphism. So finally tell me, what are the advantages if I develop inheritance? Advantages: code reusability, loose coupling, dynamic binding, or runtime polymorphism. Okay, down right. Advantages if you develop, advantages if you develop inheritance. Number one, code reusability. Number two, why you are waiting for me? Loose coupling. Number three, dynamic binding. Okay, here I give an explanation. Write or modify here in the dabba. Write or modify code at one place common to all other classes is called code reusability. Define one parameter to receive any type of subtypes of a given object, and changing one subtype to another subtype at runtime without modifying code is called loose coupling. 1P multiple MO. 1P and one parameter. MO means multiple objects. Taking decision in executing the invoked method from different subclasses based on the past object is called dynamic binding or RP. RP means runtime polymorphism. These all points notes you should write at home. Totally, there are 7 advantages of inheritance. Write down. Now, totally we have 7 advantages with inheritance. We already learnt all 7 advantages. Write down these 7 as it is: 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 with the 4 boxes. 7 advantages, 4 boxes. Each topic comes under which chapter? Completed? Tell me obtaining type code reusability. Did we discuss this point? Superclass type come to the subclass. Person P1 equal to new student. That is called what? Obtaining type. Next, code reusability. Student dot s name, the variable available in superclass we called. Okay, that is code reusability. That's two topics we discussed in the inheritance basics last. The next, overriding functionality. Superclass method logic not satisfying my requirement, so I change the logic in my subclass. When I call this method with a subclass object executed from subclass, that is called code. That is called overriding. Now the question, superclass provided logic satisfying my requirement, but I want to add extra. For example, Naresh sir has given me superclass. Naresh sir is superclass has given me some syllabus. I'm satisfied with the syllabus, but I want to give the more benefit to the students with extra by putting extra efforts. That means what? I want to execute superclass logic plus my own logic also. Then I should only override method, override and execute logic of superclass also now. Override and execute. How can we do this? Superclass logic plus my own logic means extending. Overriding means take the superclass method prototype, write your logic and leave. Call it executed only your logic. But my logic plus superclass logic, that means what you have to do? Extends, the keyword extends already over. What is the meaning of extending? How it is executed? How both superclass and subclass logic executed when I override method? If I override method only subclass logic executed, na? But I want superclass logic also execute. What to do? Superclass method logic executed automatically only when we call from the user class main method. Which method is called? Subclass method. But also I want to execute superclass method also. What to do? You know answer after I'm saying, you say, oh, I missed the point. Try, pull out from your brain. From the user class, which class method is called? Subclass. But I also want to execute same method from superclass also. What to do? Super dot, not super call. Super call for calling constructor. Super dot method name. For example, eat method is there. Superclass by default providing vegetarian. But as a student, you also want to eat non-veg also. Veg and non-veg, both you want to eat. Then what to do? Override superclass method. Public void eat. What is your logic? Non-veg. But before non-veg, you also want to taste veg also. Then what do you write now? Super dot eat. Now in the test class, you call, in the canteen class, you call what? P dot eat. Compiler search for eat method in which class? Person. Then JVM also go to which class? Person. Then non-static, eat is static or non-static? Non-static. Checking in the student class, available. Then go into student class. In student class, what the first statement you have written? Super dot eat. Then it will go to superclass. Superclass eat method executed. Student eat what? Which? Then come back, downlines executed. What the downlines available? Non-veg. So both logic executed. Executing override superclass method in subclass and executing the logic of both superclass and subclass is called what? Extending method. Extending class means just extends keyword. Extending method means what? Override superclass method in subclass and call the superclass method in subclass overriding method by using super dot is called what? Extending. This is also part of polymorphism only, na? If we just override, logic executed from your class only. If we extending method means inside overriding method, either first statement, middle of the logic or end of the logic. Anywhere you can write super dot. In a constructor, super call available only as a first statement. But super dot for calling super class method, you can write anywhere in the overriding. Okay. Next, implementing functionality is the next topic. Loose coupling, runtime polymorphism, already just now completed. Tell me, now obtaining type and code reusability, overriding functionality, extending functionality, implementing functionality. First 5 benefits are to whom? Subclass. And then last 2 benefits are to whom? User class. Is it clear, everyone? Right. These 5 questions, these 7 points, if you by heart and remember, and there 5 topics related code, if you practice, then object-oriented programming is in your fingertips. Easily you can answer. Okay. Any question? These 7 words are very, very important. Hope you all understand this project. Now, shall I proceed to the next project? Now, this project is only focusing on inheritance. If you don't develop inheritance, what is the problem? Now, if I don't develop polymorphism, what is the problem? I will show with another project. And tell me, in this project, do you have inheritance? No. Do you have polymorphism? No. How can I say inheritance is not there? Extends class is not there. How can I say polymorphism is not there? Because extends is not there, overriding will not be there. Because same name, different parameters, methods not available, so overloading is also not there. Okay, na? In this project, we are going to cover from the day 1 Hello World program to till runtime polymorphism, whatever you discussed, every topic will be involved. Auna, show me where is Hello World. SOPLN, PMBW. That is Hello World only, na? Right? Now tell me, what is PMBW? PMBW, what is the meaning? Full form. P stands for person. Thank you. Person method. Sorry, person method. BW and block. W and array related to method name, you have to prepare the statements here. Person move by walking. Person move by walking. Walk means what? Moving, na? Next, animal. Move by running. AMB, cinema. Next, BMBF. Bird move by flying. Okay, clear my point? Right. Now this is just a SOP messages. Second chapter, data types, methods, types of methods, variables, types of variables, block, types of blocks. Object-oriented programming basics. Create real-world object in the programming world by using class name, and then by storing values, by implementing operation. Object-oriented programming basics. Encapsulation. Encapsulation means what? All properties of the object accessed by via methods. That person accessed by method walk. That is encapsulation. Inheritance, not there. Polymorphism, not there. When polymorphism is not there, runtime polymorphism is there? No. When inheritance is not there, loose coupling is there? No. When inheritance not there, polymorphism not there, no loose coupling, no runtime polymorphism, then who will face the problem? Subclasses will face the problem. User class will face the problem. User class. Who is the user of all these 3 objects? Where can you find all these 3 objects in the real world? Student, faculty, admin, all 3 at a time we can find in a canteen. Like that. What is the place? All 3 objects at a time we can find. Abacha, zoo, wonderful. Okay. Animal, where we can find? Zoo. Forest also. Animals and birds we can find in the forest. In the forest, can you find the person? If animals find the person in the zoo, they become food. Right? So, what is the safety place? All the 3 people can available? Zoo. So, I am taking zoo and it has a method called what? Hello. Hello parameter I am taking person. Because inheritance is not there. So, I took the parameter what? Person. What is the problem? I want technical words. You are not the beginner. You are the experienced person. You are a 3+ experienced person. Speak the technical word. Now the Jew become dash to the person. Previously written notes now. Open notes. If inheritance is not there, what is the problem to the user class? User class become code redundancy to the subclass. From user class to subclass, what is the problem? Tightly coupled. Tell me. Now Jew becomes tightly coupled to person. What the meaning of it? It cannot accept animal and bird. And tell me then why person going into the Jew to see the land of the Juna? To see the rooms of the Juna? No, na? Then tell me. Jew have a good business or no business, sir? Then what the solution to this problem? I want to allow what? Animal and bird also. How can you allow? What are the concepts I have to use here to implement? Inheritance. I don't want inheritance. Any other solution can you provide? I want to allow animal and bird also into the Jew. Any other solution? Overloading. Excellent. You have two options. Number one, change to animal. Then person, bird, not allowed. Change to bird. Then person, animal, not allowed. Then what is the solution? Overload. Problem, tightly coupled. Only one type of object is allowed. Jew is tightly coupled to subtype object. It cannot allow other type of object. Solution, method of overloading. What operation you want to do? Allow. Whom you want to allow? Person, bird, animal. Then I created three methods. Problem solved. For going bird, person, one door is there. For entering animal, another door is there. For allowing bird to come, another door is there. So a Jew is constructed with three doors to accept three different type of objects. Now is it loosely coupled or tightly coupled? Is it loosely coupled or tightly coupled? It's still tightly coupled. How can I say tightly coupled? Because now the Jew accepting only three objects. Person, animal, bird. In future, I want another new object accepting fish. Fish also there in the Juna. Snakes. Snake also I want to accept. Will it allow or not allow? If I want to allow future objects, bird and snake, I should again modify the Jew or not? Yeah, sir, simple program only, na. You can correct it, sir. One more method, copy paste only, na. Don't see program from program point of view. See the program from real world. In real world, Jew already constructed with three doors. Now you want to construct extra two more doors. Then you have to break the wall, make the way to walk. Everything you have to do, na. Lot of cost effective, na. This is a right design or wrong design? So tell me, still we have a problem. What the problem? Tight coupling. Still the problem remains tight coupling. Now this class allows only three types of objects. In future, we got another new type of object, fish. It will not be accepted. Again, I have to modify the source code, right? Then I have to go to what concept now? Inheritance. If I don't develop inheritance, the user class always become what? Tightly coupled. I want to make it loosely coupled. Then I have to choose what? Loose coupling. Okay. If I want to go for loose coupling inheritance, who is the superclass of all these three classes? Who is the superclass of all these three classes? Juna. Person is a Juna. Moving object, sir. Who is the superclass of all classes? Object. Then choose. Okay, the just now given answers I have typed here. We must overload all methods with the fish parameter. In this overloading approach, we must modify user class every time a new type of object came. Solution, we must develop inheritance. We must choose a parameter supercluster. And now who is the superclass of all three classes? Object. Then I define one method allow with the parameter object. Then tell me, is Jew loosely coupled with all these three objects or not? Can it accept any of the three objects? Person is can be accepted and stored in OBJ. Animal is a object, can be allowed to store in OBJ. Bird is a subtype object, then it will be allowed to store in OBJ. Then tell me, in future, fish is coming. Is the fish also allowed to store or not? Loose coupled. Problem solved? But still one more problem there. Identify what is the problem. What you did, you provided a single door to allow the person come and stand at the door. Next, bird, lion come and stand next to you. Okay, animal. Then the next bird, something is coming and standing. Accepted. But they have to go inside the zoo and walk in the zoo and enjoy, na? For that, I have to call one operation available in these objects, na? You just accepted, they come and store in the door parameter. Further, I should ask them, move. For moving person, what method I have to call? Don't look at my face, look at the board. What method I have to call? Walk. For moving, animal. For moving, bird. That means inside allow method, by using parameter obj, okay, for moving parameter obj, I should write something here, obj dot. What method I have to call? Walk. Another method, what I have to call? Run. Another method, what I have to call? Fly. To call these three methods, if I write obj dot walk, compiler search for walk method in which class? Person class. How it will go to person class? 100 times I say also, 101 time again you will use your eyes. Walk is available in person, but did you call person dot? You call obj dot. Compiler search for no parameter walk method in obj class. What the obj class? Object. In object class, walk method available. In object class, if walk method available, then JVM can come to the person class because the runtime object is person. And tell me, is it compiled or not compiled? Not compiled. You accept any of the three objects, loose coupling is achieved, but runtime polymorphism is the problem. Still we have two problems. Problem number one, object is a super class for every class. You are expecting to get only of these four objects, means living objects, but it accepts non-living objects also, na? From the same door, bike is also trying to come. Car also trying to come on. Every object is coming. Is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Okay, that's the problem number one. We can pass all types of class objects. My project target is into Jew, want to only pass only living things. But with this design, non-living things, bus, car, bike also allowed. We want to stop it. Problem number one. Problem number two, inside allow method, which method I must invoke? Obj dot. What method I have to call? The method available in object class. Inside object class, walk, run, fly, swim, there are not there? Not there. We will get compiled error. If you try to call obj.walk, compiler will throw error. What is the solution to this problem? Object is coming subclass, think, socho. The object coming is a subclass stored in the superclass, but I want to access subclass specific member with a superclass reference. What should I do? Downcasting. Object available in the superclass variable is subclass object, but I want to invoke subclass specific member by using superclass variable. Then what concept I have to implement? Downcasting. Loose coupling is nothing but upcasting. Loose coupling is nothing but upcasting. I want to downcasting. Further, what I have to do? I want to call the method available in subclass. I have to do downcasting. All topics I will cover in this project. If you don't remember what you learned, today class is Rama, Java, Indu Janendra Java. You feel like that. Okay. Why did I join the Java course, Rama? Rama. Okay. Today class is a project class. Complete from hello world to runtime polymorphism. Every topic will be covered. What you have to do after going to room? Practice this project. 2 to 3 times you have to run this slide. Today class video also I will upload. Video plus material I will upload. Okay. You must watch this video 100 times. Prepare the notes for 200 times. Finally, you should remember every word I am using in here, every problem. Then you can understand any concept in Java easily in the future. Okay. Will you? Bolo. What is the 2 lines? Downcasting on calling subclass specific members, right? Any problem in these two lines? Compile time, no problem. Whenever cast operator is there, compiler apply one algorithm, JVM apply another algorithm. Did you remember? Compiler verify neighbor types are compatible or not. Person and OBJ compatible? Yes. Person can be stored in person? Yes. Person dot walk. Search for walk method in the person class. Any error or no error? No error. But runtime, there is a chance we will get class cast exception. Why? What is the object coming into OBJ variable? Is it always person only? No. Is there any chance that we will get animal also? We will get bird also? In future, I'll get fish also? Tell me. If person is coming, person typecast to person, stored in person, person dot walk, now person is walking. But next time coming is what? Animal. Animal standing there at the middle, at the main door, and somebody is coming, walk. Then animal looking at the person, eating the person. Why? How can I walk? I can run. Then tell me, you will get class cast exception because other type of objects cannot walk. Other type of objects are not person type. Then tell me, what is the solution to solve class cast exception? Instance of operator. You must verify the object in OBJ is person, typecast to person, call walk. Else, verify is it an animal, typecast to animal, call the animal method. Look. I taught this logic also in the slides, if you remember, okay? If the object coming into my method is a different subtypes, then we have tried multiple conditions to verify those types. Below, first, the coming object is what? Person in OBJ. OBJ instance of person, yes. Typecast to person, p dot walk, walking. Next, coming object is what? Animal. Directly it will go to else if, first if check and then go to else if. First check if OBJ of animal, instance of person, false. Then go animal, instance of animal, yes. Typecast animal, stored in animal, animal dot run. Now animal is also running. Person walking completed, then animal run. Next, bird, bird I pass. Bird, instance of person, false. Bird, instance of animal, false. Bird, instance of bird, true. Then typecast to bird, store in bird, asking to fly, bird started flying. Problem solved? 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 Not solved? Not solved. Still problem lies problem. Overloading problem what? Only that particular three type of objects only can be allowed. If fourth type of object is coming, again you have to define one more new method with the parameter. With the cast operator, with the instance of one cast operator, also it is indirectly developing overloading only, na? Adhamainda? LO of a person, LO of animal, LO of bird. Overloading method say more clean code than in instance of. Am I right? If I want a new object fish, new object fish came. Is the fish accepted into LO method? Think. Is the fish object accepted into LO method? Yes, because it is loosely coupled. Fish object is accepted into object because variable type is what? Object. But after entering fish into the main door, can it start swimming and going front? No. Why? Because we cannot call the method of fish here. We didn't call. Now fish. Instance of person? No. Instance of animal? False. Instance of bird? False. Then silently coming back and standing there on. Such with the final. Finally it will die. Tell me what I have to do. Again I should modify this LO method by adding one more else if. That means again you are modifying the code, na? Tell me, is this user class June dynamic binding or static binding? Static. Then tell me, what is the ultimate solution to this problem? Only inheritance with our own superclass, not with object. Object is the superclass of all classes. But still, why I am developing my own user class? By choosing object as a superclass of all classes, I can develop loose coupling, but I cannot develop runtime polymorphism. That is the problem. To achieve runtime polymorphism, I should create my own user class. To stop unrelated objects as an argument, and to achieve runtime polymorphism, I have to develop my own user class. Who is the common type of all these three classes? Living thing. Now I am creating a class called what? Living thing, and I make person, animal, birds as a subclasses of living thing. Last 2 points. Ready? This much is sufficient. If I take extends, arrow mark contain extends over. There is no space to write extends. That's why arrow mark I have written. Okay, na? And tell me, I have created my own super class called living thing, and I have make these three classes are implement. All these three classes are extending living thing. Then the Jew class allow method parameter is living thing. Then did we get loose coupling here? Yes or no? Respond faster. Can any of the three objects accepted into the allow method? Yes. Tell me, will it accept unrelated objects, vehicle, mobile, laptop? Because they are not the living thing. If I take object, accepting other type objects also, na? By choosing my own type super class, I am stopping unrelated objects to come into my object. Problem number 1 solved. Problem number 2. Tell me, after accepting person, inside this allow method using LT dot, what method I should call? The method available in living thing or the methods available in person, animal, bird? Living thing referenced variable can call which methods available in living thing or available in subtype classes? Subtype classes. Again you come back to the old 0 level. By using referenced variable of one class, I can call the methods available in that referenced variable class or the methods available in super class, not in the using LT dot. Can I call walk method? Can I call a fly and run methods? No, because they are subclass specific methods. If we want to call subclass specific methods, again I have to go for typecasting. If I do typecasting, again program become static binding, only one particular subclass. Now I can call the methods available only in the super class living thing. So I created a method, common name, walk for moving, run for moving, fly for moving. So what is the method I have to take? Move. Now I'm calling move. And tell me, is the program compiled? This entire program now compile or not compile? Hello? Compile or not compile? Compile now. Why compiled? LT dot move. The method move available in the living thing class? Yes. Any compile time error? No. But is the living thing class method move overridden in the subclasses or not overridden? Is it a problem or no problem? Problem. Compiler throw error. Because move method is not implemented or not overridden in the subclasses, does compiler throw error or will not throw error? It will not throw error because move method is a concrete method. Concrete means already implemented body is available, na? If body available, now super class is telling to compiler, let this method reuse by subclass. If subclass want to override, let it override. If don't want to override, let it not override. Now tell me, move method is not overridden in the subclass. Accepted? What is the object coming? Person. Person object passed. Now person method, person object is passed. LT dot move method is called. Is a move method can execute from the person class or cannot execute? Why? Compiler searching for move method in the living thing class, available, binding, coming out. JVM searching for move method in the living thing class, available as static or non-static? Non-static. Then it will go to subclass for finding that method available, not available. Then going back and executing from where? Super class. Then person moving or not moving or not moving. Because don't know how to move. It's empty method. Then tell me, what is missing? Polymorphism. You develop inheritance by creating your own specific class. So that user class obtain loose coupling and also accepting only living thing object, not allowing unrelated object. Loose coupling problem solved. But runtime polymorphism is there or not there? Not there. Because polymorphism not developed, obviously runtime polymorphism is also not there. Then tell me, what is the still problem remained here? You cannot guarantee polymorphism. You cannot guarantee overriding method. How can we force subclasses to override superclass method? That is where we have to develop abstraction. If you want 100% guarantee runtime polymorphism, just creating superclass, developing inheritance is not sufficient. By developing superclass and developing inheritance, we can only guarantee loose coupling. Just with loose coupling can't do anything. We should also come runtime polymorphism. How can I achieve runtime polymorphism? By forcing subclasses to override superclass method. How can we force? That is where we have to develop abstraction. We will see in the tomorrow class. Today class not completed, don't go. And tell me, now if I want to achieve runtime polymorphism, compulsory the method name in the subclass should be my own method or superclass method signature. Superclass. I changed it to walk to move, run to move, fly to move. Then now the past object person move method executed from subclass. Runtime polymorphism achieved or not? Because of inheritance, I got loose coupling. Because of polymorphism, I achieved runtime polymorphism. Tell me, this project is extensible or not extensible? Not extensible. After developing inheritance and polymorphism, is this project extensible? Is this project dynamic binding or static binding? Is this project scalable or not scalable? What is the meaning of scalable? Making it bigger, accepting new objects. For accepting new object, should I do any changes here? No. In future, I got another new object called fish. Now tell me, is a fish allowed into Jew without modifying the Jew code? Ardhamainda? My question understood? Is a fish accepted into the allow method as an argument? Yes, because a fish also extend from living thing. Loose coupling accepted? Yes. Do I need to do any change? No. Second point, inside allow method is called lt.move. Then compiler search for move method in which class? Living thing. Available. Executed from which class? Fish. Executed from fish. Tell me now, is this Jew object required to modify to accept the new object and execute functionality from new object? Not required, because superclass is available. Number two, superclass name, superclass methods only calling in the user class. Hence, my user class Jew business is loosely coupled and runtime polymorphic, means dynamically extensible to the new object, and my project is what? Scalable. So if you want scalable objects to develop, compulsory you should support two features. Number one, inheritance. Number two, polymorphism. The polymorphism you must develop with static method or non-static method? Non-static method. If we choose a static method, polymorphism there or not there? Not. Because it's a static, objects are not considered. Understood? From my side, I explain concept, execution flow, compile time errors, runtime errors, interview questions, and where this project is used in the real life, the problem, solution, right design architecture, interview, project, everything 100% I covered from my side. Now your side pending digesting. Your mother prepared the food, wonderful, tasty, smell food prepared. Then next responsibility, whose responsibility? Eating, digesting. That capacity you have to improve. It's not in my hand. Clear? I'll upload this today class video, also this material, expecting everyone to write your own notes and practice. Otherwise, you will not understand next classes. Okay? Thank you. That's all for today class. Next class is on. Next class is on tomorrow. Tomorrow to 11th online classes. Okay, clear? Tomorrow to next classes are online classes, and tomorrow we are starting abstraction. Tomorrow offline or online? Online. Time between 9 to 10. Okay, I will inform you in the Google Classroom. Okay, then accordingly you have to join the class. Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.